Hello guys, it's Ben Spurs 21 here, back with another video for you, with another transfer update. The story broke out late last night that Vincent Janssen, our forgotten striker, has finally completed his move away from Tottenham. He's gone to the Mexican league side, Monterrey, for a fee reported to be of about £8 million. And it's another sorry tale of failed strikers at Tottenham, which has kind of led me onto a little bit of a theory. I'll back up all Tottenham strikers that we buy cursed. Which I know that might sound ridiculous, but Janssen isn't the first example of a striker who we've bought who hasn't either turned out how he was built or how we hoped he would. There's a huge list of examples, but you think of, example one, Darren Bent, when he was originally playing for the likes of Ipswich and Charlton, who was scoring goals left, right, and centre. He came to us for a season, and although he did actually end up top scorer for us that season, he never ever seemed to replicate, the sort of finishing touch and striking prowess that he displayed, at other clubs. Harry Redknapp. I remember the game. I can't remember who missed the open goal. I can't remember who it was against, and Harry Redknapp came out afterwards with the when he said, "Literally, my gran could have scored that." Yes, so that's one case in point. Another more recently would be, of course, Roberto Soldado. Who came with a huge fanfare behind him from Valencia. He was one of the best strikers in Europe, and he was brought in as part of the Magnificent Seven and was meant to be the spearhead of this new team that we were building. And it just never clicked for him, and it was so disappointing. Not just from a football point of view, but on a personal level. He was such a likeable character, never complained, never moaned about not being in the side. He just tried, and the fans stuck with him 100% all the way to the end, the whole time that he was at the club. And it was just a shame that it never worked out for him. And then, of course, that leads us on to Janssen, who was one of the most prolific strikers in Holland when he signed. He got his opportunity early in 2016-17 when Harry Kane was out injured for 2 months. The early signs were very encouraging, but ultimately as time grew on, he just seemed to have no mobility about him, no ability to keep up with the speed of the Premier League, and again, sadly, a bit like Soldado, really, he just fizzled out. And it kind of leads me on to the question of, is it possible to buy a decent backup to Harry Kane? Because realistically, any top player knows that, Harry Kane is the number one at Tottenham, and, he will always be, if he's fit, he will always be in the starting lineup. So, any type of elite top level striker, we know we aren't going to be able to get, and other strikers that we've tried, just for whatever reason, don't. When their opportunity comes, it just never seems to happen for them. So that leads me to believe that maybe young Troy Parrott, who is our academy striker, who's scored for fun at the under 16s, under 18s, and under 21s. He started for us on Sunday against Juventus and looked very, very encouraging. Whether or not Maurizio Pochettino won't actually go out and buy a striker, and whether or not he will give, Parrott the opportunity to play back up to striker. Of course, the other theory is that Maurizio Pochettino also sees, heung-min Son and Lucas Moura as, strikers themselves rather than wingers, which, if you judge on last season, whenever Son was playing us up front at striker, he was scoring every single game. The same with Lucas. You think of Old Trafford away last year, the man of the match performance he did there. The second leg of the Champions League semi-final. You know, who'd ever forget that? So I don't know. What do you guys think? Think buying strikers is cursed now, or do you think it's just our problem? And do you think Mauricio Pochettino will give Troy Parrott the opportunity to put his name into the squad and be our backup striker? So that's what I'm going to leave for today. Leave all your thoughts, guys, in the comment section. Thank you so much for the support as ever. Thank you for watching. I've been Ben Spurs 21. I'll see you soon. And as always, come on, you Spurs.